Let me go get you the world, baby. I'll be right back. Get your diamonds and them pearls, baby.
Hello there. Welcome to So Sweet Sundays. I'm Sweets, and today I have with me a special guest, and you are
Evangelist Kimoni Williams.
okay. And today we are going to be chit chatting. You guys know I like to kind of sit and talk and just let people know something about your story.
Okay.
So today we're going to be just talking because you and I have known each other
Yes.
so long. Like,
Yes.
oh my God, like we've served together in ministry, and we have done a lot of warring in the spirit together.
Praise dance.
Praise dance, we sure have, which was a really good time. We've gone and been at the same church for many years together.
Yes. Yes.
And even after we both left that ministry, where we got our foundation from, in grooming, then we've gone on and doing different things as the Lord has like done different things, but we've always had that infinity of love for one another.
Absolutely.
Like I completely love you, and so many times that we've prayed together, and you're an encourager of not just of women but of people, just real solid. You love super hard, sometimes because of loving so hard. Sometimes people try to get over, you know what I'm saying?
Amen. Yeah.
Try to get over um so many different things. You're a phenomenal mother, um great friend, sister. Um, you have been a daughter to many. I've seen you serve with everything you got. I've seen you not have nothing and still serve.
Amen.
Broken and battered, beaten, talked about, feelings kind of shattered, and still served.
Amen.
That is like somebody that that they love God, no matter what you've been through, what obstacles you've been through, no matter what the hurt you've been through, the lies, the disappointment, people walking out, to say they're going to be with you forever, and they call you sister, and they came out to be most definitely an enemy.
Amen. Yes.
But yet, nevertheless, I still see you love,
Yes.
that unshakable love. Sometimes you can even wonder the things that you have been through, like how you even still love.
Mm.
Answer that question: how you still love when your
Well,
love have been, fondled and mishandled and betrayed. How you still love?
that's a good question. I haven't always loved.
Yes.
My love was conditional,
Okay.
right? And I would never let anybody get to me close enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I never really knew what love was. My mom made it very clear that she didn't love me.
Okay.
So
Why you say that?
Because she told me and she showed me.
Oh wow.
So that catapulted me into searching for love at a very young age.
Okay.
So I started getting high at the age of 9
Wow.
until I met the Lord
Okay.
in 94. So basically, I was searching for love in all the wrong places, and all the wrong places was not looking for love.
Yeah.
And I tried to find it in a man, in drugs, in criminal activities, in, going from state to state, doing wrong, jacking, robbing, stealing, just trying to be a part of, joining various gangs or whatever, just to try to be a part of, to find love. And I never found that. I just found hurt, disappointment, frustration, all that the enemy brings. So when I met the Lord, he touched me.
Yes.
And he touched me in such a way that I've never felt that touch before, not in
Yeah.
men, drugs, whatever I was doing.
Yeah.
He got my attention when he
Yeah.
touched me.
Yeah.
And so when he touched me, I just felt a peace and a calmness. And I felt like he just wrapped his arms around me and told me it was going to be okay.
Yes.
So for the first time in my life, I felt that.
Yeah.
I felt that unconditional agape kind of love that only God can bring.
Did it scare you?
So it didn't scare me, but I was in awe.
Okay.
I was like, what is this?
Yes.
And I was like, for a while, I was just in my own little bubble, if you will.
Okay.
Like, I didn't want that feeling that I had to go away or to stop, because I felt like in my lifetime, so many people use that word love, and it was so casual,
Loosely.
and it was so and it was so temporal to where when I felt God's love, I held on to it.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Right.
no, this is
Right.
we ain't letting this one go.
Right.
And so I never did. I
Okay.
never did. And so he began to, as I began to develop a relationship with him, he began to show me love that surpasses all understanding.
Right.
Love that has unspeakable joy, like love that flows like a river. Love that
Yes.
covers a multitude of sins. Like
Yes.
that love kept showing up in my life in every area and aspect that I needed it to, even until today.
Yes.
And so that's how, I began, because he put his love on the inside of me when he saved me.
Yeah.
And so I, in return, started to understand and try to model that love that I felt.
Yeah.
Because I felt like if I felt that and I was looking for love, there's other people that's looking for love, you see? So if I have it, why not give it? And so I can discern and I can understand that people need that type of love.
Yeah.
Because that's the type of saving love that God gives,
Yeah.
right? It'll
Yeah.
turn you all the way around.
It will.
Right? And so that's my endeavor, to bring people, to bring souls to Christ. And so, you can speak in tongues, you can shout from the mountaintop, you can do whatever you want to do in the Lord. But if you don't have love,
Come on. That's the
then
word.
you don't have anything.
Nothing at all.
And so I'm real big on loving, because so many areas in my life, like being homeless or being incarcerated or, just in the streets or whatever, when I run across those same people like me, right? I discern what they need.
Yeah.
And what they need is God's love.
Yeah.
Not my love.
Yeah.
'Cause I cut you off if you do something. But the love of God that keeps on giving. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when you're ready to cut somebody off, do you feel that touch from God to tell you, no, give them a little grace. No, give them a little mercy at times. And that ain't for everybody now.
Right.
That ain't for everybody.
Right.
Because sometimes you got to
Shake-
snip a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah,
Snip a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
Need to.
So my motto is, I don't mind being used. I just don't want to be misused.
Okay.
And so when I
like
wasn't
that.
saved, I can cut you off real quick. It wasn't a problem at all.
Right.
But now that I have the love of God, because I know that God gave me grace and mercy, then I have to extend that grace and mercy, and I have to be patient with people.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, even though a person is an adult, doesn't mean that they know.
Yeah.
You
This
understand
is true.
what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
It doesn't mean that they know.
Yeah.
Because I was once blind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have to give that extension. You know what I'm saying? And then it's all about a conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
It's all about a conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
And what I'm going to say to you is going to be to the point, but it's going to be in love.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a such thing called boundaries. So
Yes.
we're going to work the boundaries and we're going to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Right? And so 9 times out of 10 that works. You know what I mean? All people just want to be loved.
Yes.
Even the hardcore thugs want to be loved. Everybody, the homeless, anybody wants to be loved.
Yeah.
Because we were created to be loved.
Yes.
You see? So if you can tap into that love with your compassion, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get a response from that individual. And that's just it, love and respect.
So what do you do when, how, because you touched on something that was really good, that people don't know. So the one thing that I understand in this leg of my journey right now is that sometimes people don't know how to be loved. So what do you do when you find someone and God has assigned you to that person and they need love and you were assigned there because you have an overwhelming gift of love, if you will, and they keep pushing away? What do you do?
Um, discern what their need is and how to come at them, because he that winner souls is wise, right?
Right.
So people like that standoffish, they've been rejected before. And once again, because I've been through so many different things in my life, God brings back that to my remembrance and say, hey, at one point you didn't want nobody to love you.
Yeah.
Because the person that brought me to Christ, right, she was after me for about a year.
Yeah.
And she would always try to hug me or say, hey, good morning. I'm like, don't hug me. Like,
Right.
it felt weird when you don't come from that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it felt weird, and it felt like, why does she keep saying she loved me? Why do
Yeah.
you don't want to receive it? It's like it's pricking here, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want that, because you never cried in a long time. You in the streets, and like, it's about respect. You don't want to be soft. You don't want to be disrespected. So don't be telling me that, because I don't even know what that is. You know what I mean? And I'm not finna even trust it.
Yeah.
Right. So I understand when people feel like that, because I felt like that.
Yeah.
So I have to come at them and still have a conversation with them and build a rapport, because people want you to be there.
Yeah.
You can tell me anything, but if you're not there for me,
Come on.
or if you tell me something and I discern that you don't know what you're talking about, that you ain't been through nothing, then I'm not going to receive you.
Yeah.
But when the individual can tell when they sit down and talk to you, and they can tell if you're serious or if you're real.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing. You have to be real. A person have to feel respected, and that you're real, and that you're concerned about what they're going through.
Right.
Because a lot of times we just go through the motions and we don't look. See, we got to look beyond the fault and see the people's need.
Okay.
And so often we are judgmental before we can do anything else. And that's what turns a person away.
Yeah.
Because they're expecting for you to do that. So when you do it, you feel, now they just close up.
So are they wanting the people to fail?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Because I don't want to be bothered.
Why not?
Because you're fake.
Why?
Because I don't know love.
But why I gotta be fake?
Because I don't know love.
So because you don't know that I'm fake.
Yeah, that's the mindset.
Why though? Like,
because I
why
feel
not
that
give
I'm
a
real.
chance?
No, because I've given people chances. If you give your family a chance and they fail you, right? How you gonna give a person in the street a chance?
Why not?
Why not? Because why not? Because when you come from a place to where, like, in the streets, you don't get chances. You don't get chances.
You don't?
You don't get chances.
Why not?
That's just what it is. You don't get chances. Either you're going to be real and you're going to be loyal to an individual. You mess up, it's all bad.
Yeah.
You don't keep getting chances in the streets. You don't do that.
Do you get one chance and it's over?
You
or
may.
You don't get
You may, depending on the situation. But after that, you don't keep coming. You don't keep getting chances.
Yeah. So your motto was don't give nobody a chance at all. So keep them at arm's bay and then you'll never be hurt.
That's why I took the person that brought me to Christ about a year.
Yeah. So what were they doing to continue to pursue you?
Saying hi.
Okay.
Saying good morning.
So you would have never even say good morning if you saw somebody?
Because I'm going through some things.
But you
and
woke up.
And the way that I'm living, it's not good. I need to get high. It's not good.
Okay.
It's not good. What can you give me? You know what I mean? It's not good.
So
I'm hurting.
Okay.
But you don't know that. And I'm not going to tell you that because you don't care.
Yeah.
Because I feel you don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't give nobody a chance at all.
I don't trust nobody.
So what made you, even after a year, decide?
Because she was consistent.
Consistency was the matter for
He
you.
that winner souls is wise. Yeah. I was her assignment.
I love when people understand assignment because sometimes people come in for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And you have to be aware of your assignments.
Right.
For me, when the assignment is over, it's over.
Right.
You don't stay past the assignment from the person who gave you, the issuer of the assignment. You know, I think sometimes people are confused by that.
Mm-hmm.
That when the assignment is over and it's like, oh, well, they don't talk to me, or such as it's over. And it doesn't mean that there is any animosity or that there is any friction.
It's
It's
called
just
the
over.
season.
Yeah, exactly.
It's up.
And so, how do you handle in this leg, because you now are aware of assignments? How do you handle that now? Do you sometimes advise people like, oh, hey, I'm here for an assignment, or do you just kind of just go with it as God gives it to you?
I just go with it
Yeah.
as God gives it to me. You just do what He tells you to do. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And you don't know how long it's gonna be.
Right.
You really don't.
Right.
Because again, that person maybe like I was
Mm-hmm.
and don't want to receive it.
Yeah.
And then you have different assignments. Maybe a
Mm-hmm.
person do know the Lord, and maybe that person is saved,
Yeah.
and you just encourage them,
Yeah.
or you just mentor them, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case may be. So there's just different things, but you have to have an answer for all of it.
Yeah, most definitely you
Yeah.
do. I think about first coming to when we first fellowshipped together,
Mm.
and like you were still going through your process and things like that. But to me, it never felt like I felt like, oh, like what the heck? You know what I'm saying? To me.
Right.
But I don't know if it's because I'm a different type of person.
Mhm.
You know how people always be like, you always so different. You're always
Right.
this or that. I always felt like love from you.
Right.
Does that sound weird?
No, no, because when I got that touch, it was like I don't want to disappoint God.
Yeah.
So everything I heard and read, I literally was believing that, and I was
Yeah.
trying to do it.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
Me
I
too.
was really hungry. For some, I just was hungry because I've never ever felt like that before, and so I dove right in.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
It
know?
was just like, to me, I felt love from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, um, it was genuine.
Right.
It was pure. It was kind. Um, Rare, if you will.
Right.
Very, very rare. Like, and everything you did was from the bottom of your heart, from like the pit, the very
Right.
essence of you.
Right.
So I never got anything other than
Right.
love from you, from myself.
Right.
I can't ever think of any time to me
Right.
that you did not resemble love. Even when I've seen you hurt and go through, even times when I've had to pray for you, and
Amen.
times you've had to pray for me.
Right.
I've never felt nothing but God's love. So I
Right.
do want to thank you for being a host and taking the assignment that He gave you to be the example of love,
Amen.
even going through, because He is the author of love.
Right.
God is love,
Right.
and so for you to do that was like huge. Even when I wasn't saved,
Right.
I still always felt love from you. As
Yeah.
crazy as I was, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was just like, you always used to just be like, but that's my girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I love her. And I genuinely felt that.
Right.
And you know how I am.
Right.
And especially then, I would say, get out of my
Right.
face.
Right.
Mean,
Right.
But I always felt that from you, even when I wasn't saved,
Right.
and I would come in and hurry up and throw my money in the
Right.
offering, because I'm like, I need as many blessings as
Right.
my crazy self need.
Right.
You be like, wait.
Right.
And you will hug me. And I didn't let everybody hug me, but I let you hug me because it was so real. You know what I'm saying? And I thank you for those times when I wasn't
Yeah.
saved that you prayed for me.
Amen.
I thank you for
You're
staying on the
welcome.
wall for me.
Right.
I thank you for, speaking my name out to the Lord.
Yes.
I thank you
Yes.
for also asking God to encamp angels around me
Yes.
when I wasn't saved. That all of those things matter to me and they're important to me, and you'll forever be my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hadn't seen each other for years.
Right.
But there was always that infinity of love for me.